What is geography? Geography is a highly disciplinary subject that attempts to meet and understand the world in space and place. It is the journey to explain relationships of patterns and processes between the human and physical environments in the world. Geography in education is very important right now. The U.S. is the most lacking country in terms of geographic knowledge within the education system. Some of you might remember taking a subject called social studies. That included basically history and geography combined. I feel that geography needs to be integrated into today's core curriculums for K through 12. After taking geography classes and being as unprepared and unknowing of what actually encompasses geography. Things in everyday life that geography has part of is Google Maps, mobile GPS, how to get somewhere that you don't know, social media, tagging links and locations to your statuses, why our weather is so crazy, especially after this winter, what's this war that's going on, where is it at, and why these people act like they do. Geography encompasses cultures, and history, and places, and spaces, and it also encompasses what we know of as the physical environment, the weather, the rocks, the water, different subjects like that. Like I said earlier, it's highly disciplinary. Which way is the quickest way to get across town? Why is the cost of living so high in New York? Well, business factors. That's what, manipulating that city and getting the infrastructure with this densely populated area causes prices to go up, et cetera, et cetera. There's a circle that turns there. Just to give you an example of why K through 12 education needs to be more involved, is a group of uneducated Indian kids between the 8-year-old and 12-year-old range ended up mapping their small village in India. They did it on paper with the help of a aid worker, mapped their village, because no map, even on Google Maps, have ever mapped this little village. These kids between 8 and 12 years old actually went out and mapped the whole area on paper and kept a record of names and vaccinations and dates, and then they in turn learned what's called a modern day GIS system, which is Geographic Information Systems, which is basically a computer-based spatial processing technology that allows them to convert what they came up with the data and the area and map this spatially, so not only could more aid be given, it's more easily seen through a visual map than it is through a table here and a locational map here that can integrate and overlay all this information together. Another reason education needs to be revamped in geography is geography is very problem-based learning based upon that. And young students studies have shown that young students tend to take action and be more involved when that situation happens. A study in Arizona was done talking about K through 12 educators integrating this PBL system and how it actually increased literacy rates after learning more geography-related education. With the kids that are coming through the education system now, there's a much different technology gap between what we know now and what they'll know in another 10 to 12 years. If we start integrating that system early in that way of thinking geographically, then it can set them up for future learning opportunities, possibly even opening their eyes to other subjects other than geography. Because geography is so highly interdisciplinary, they can put that towards other subjects.